Alright, I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Now the question is, do I still want to use a 787B because it's going to be a death trap in the, what do you call it, this combo? Racing hard tires. Is it racing hard tires? I think, yeah, it's racing hard tires. Do I really want to do that? I don't know. Dude, Bear Z, how's it going? I gotta bring this a little closer. Alright. Dino, how's it going? I also just realized that I don't have the camera. Actually, I don't want the camera on right now because the room is a mess. I look like a mess, so I don't want the camera to show that. Beast, how's it going? Oh man, I'm so out of it today. I'm just gonna see which car everyone's using. Okay, everyone's using the 919 hybrid. Okay, I guess we're not using the 787B. Good, because I wasn't looking forward to using it. I was hoping that we'd be using the Porsche. I was doing a little bit of credit grinding, and I was using the 787B, but I don't want to use it here because it's gonna be a death trap. Am I a girl? I don't know. Am I? What's going on, Graham? Had a long day having my buddy move. Perfect time to watch your stream. Hey, to be fair, I barely stream. I stream once every 20 years. Yeah, we already got someone. Yeah, top 3 are in the 919, so that's the car we're gonna use. Hopefully, it is a car to use because it's easier to use than the 787B. Cesaru, how's it going? Oh, it's a mess. Can we use brake buttons? No, we can't. Okay. It's because you're driving. I don't know what time is going to be considered safe. Yeah, I always use chase cam. Well, 95% of the time. Oh gosh. That's the other thing. I was doing a lot of testing for the next Toyota Cup race, so I am completely used to how that car drives. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to how this car drives because they drive completely different. Oh gosh, can't take the fly. I am used to how understeery the GR010 is. I was also testing because I know because Key was talking about it in his stream earlier. First, let me break from the stream. I don't know. I'm breaking way too early. This car drives very differently now. Very differently than before. But anyways, Key was wondering about a medium strategy. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it out. And I think it works. Medium for Toyota Cup, but that's if it never rains and if you can take really good care of your tires, because you're basically playing with fire. And when the tires wear out, the car becomes terrible, not terrible, horrifying to drive, because it's the rear tires that wear out faster, even though Yeah, brake rounds all the way to the front of the car. Oh god, I'm braking way too early. 18. I mean, if it was racing soft tires, maybe, but we're not racing a hard tire. I don't know. That and it's all Group 1 cars. I'm just hoping that this is the car to use because I just don't want to use a 787B. Okay, now I'm braking too late. Oh yeah, I'm braking way too late. Oh good. Hey, I'm glad I hear, says Graham. Yeah, at the very least I stream once a week for the new lifetime challenges, unless if I can't stream for some reason. I mean, last week I was away. Gosh, I just realized it's Thursday already. Actually, last week I was already away. Gosh, a week has already passed. I'm kind of gonna start to have a crisis. Okay, the Porsche drives so differently than what it used to. It feels a lot more understeery. It actually makes me really dislike this car now. This car felt like the most drivable for me in terms of like a Group 1 with BOP on. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna like this. Hi Tez. No! I look like a mess. My room is a mess and I don't want to show that. Shaw, how's it going? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. For those who don't know what the heck is going on, this is the brand new lap time challenge. The one with any Group 1 car. The top, I think the top 3 are in, I'm gonna hate this. The top 3 are in the Porsche 919 Hybrid. I was originally thinking that was probably gonna be the Mazda 787B. Until I saw the leaderboard. Okay, I'm going with this car. I'm gonna be what do you call it? A meta sheep. If being a meta sheep gives me 2 million credits, and sign me up for it. The only thing is that I'm still hardwired to how the what do you call it? Just driving the GR010 because I was doing a bunch of testing for it. I have spent too much time testing that stupid car and just suffering with how understeery it is. So it's gonna take me a while to get used to how this car drives. I'm gonna keep forgetting that this car can turn but has 0 speed, and that can break a lot later. Oh, it's still understeered. I feel like I have to lift through Terre Rouge. Whereas back then, you could just take it flat out, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's because it is messy. Yep, you know it has. You're gonna break up the 100. I think it's just before the 100-meter board. Migo, how's it going? Good early morning, good evening, early morning as well. Since they say I won't be able to play. Well, you gotta get those credits, my dude. you get to sit here for a while, just wondering what the heck, why the heck you're doing this. And then before you know it, you get a track penalty, and they have to restart this thing all over again. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun. Because that's basically what this is. And I'm just hoping I can get an alright lap time and then just call it a night. But we know, yeah, as I miss my shifting points. But we all know that it's not going to happen. I'm not going to get a banger lap right away. It's going to take me about 3 hours. And then I'm going to get my 8 hours of sleep in 1 hour. Because I have to wake up, I don't even know. I think it's like a 5 in the morning I have to wake up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm breaking way too late. Have everything is getting more ready and 90 million credits. You want to give me some of those credits because they only have 3 million credits. You know what? I mean, if you're not, if you're looking for something to do, you can always just come back to this or come to this. And maybe try to go for the 2 million credits. I don't know. Well, at least that's a 326. I thought it was gonna be 327.
Hey, hey!
Yeah, don't need to stress. I feel you on that. Count, how's it going? Now when I have it's gonna be way to go. Yeah, honestly I thought it was gonna be the, what do you call it, 7870B until I saw the leaderboard. So like, okay, I'll use that car. And Migo with the super chat. Big thanks to you for doing these. I've managed to get within 0.2 seconds of your Fuguzi time. Thank you for the super chat. And that's pretty close. What am I gonna check? I was gonna check this. The Porsche still good, but probably pick it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Rataka. There is a 7810B, but do I want to use it and suffer? I mean, the 7810B is at number 2 right now. Gosh, that sounds so out of it. Should I? You know what? I'm going to give it a go real quick. Watch me be faster in that car. Because if that is the case, then... oh boy. Alright. 500 miles into the... Oh gosh. That's a lot of miles. I mean, to be fair, the Fuguzi time trial, that one's really hard. At least for me, I found it really hard because we never use that layout. Streets of Willow, we don't use it enough. Streets of Willow in reverse, I think this is like the first time we've ever used it ever since GT Sport. So it's a challenge in itself. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna suffer for you, Rotaka. Only for a little bit though. Yeah, and these high downforce cars, they're, at least depending on which one you're using, they're a bit of a monster. The Porsche. feels like these cars have no downforce. They're just understeering. Have to be a lot easier on the throttle if I want these things to turn. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, and the controller, yeah, high downforce cars and controllers do not go well together. Please slow down. Now I'm kind of used to the Porsche 919, how that car drives. I really am setting myself up for suffering. GTR, how's it going? Good to see you. This thing does not want to stop. Yeah, you have to, my gosh, you have to brake so early in this thing. I wonder why. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hate this car. I'm not even gonna bother with it anymore. I'm sorry, but with that car just understeering, I don't know, just understeering way too much. I know I'm not gonna have the patience for it. I mean, I'm already running thin on patience right now. Man, I was hoping this lap time challenge would be something really easy. I was wrong. Ooh, right on. Speaking of walking the dog, my dog, he always tries to get us to take him out for a walk, even though we already do take him out for walks. He's like, yeah, I want to go on a walk again. I'm like, dude, you just went on a walk. Managed to get a 3.3% goal. Yeah, to be fair, that the Super Formula 1 down was really hard. I did not like the way that those cars drove. Just the way you have to drive those Super Formulas, I really don't like it. And it's a topless, so that makes it a terrible combination. Anything topless is terrible. What do you call it? Don't at me. Because when I was doing that lap time challenge, I was just not having it. I was not enjoying it. So once I got the time that I wanted, I was like, yep, I'm out. I'm not going to bother with this anymore. Indian Steak, how's it going? No, the R18, its hybrid just dies right away and it becomes useless. Can't even adjust the brake on, so it's even more useless. Maybe it depends on the track. What's it called? Fuji, I found it not too bad. And you already know my thoughts about topless, so I'm not going to repeat that. Yeah, because I remember doing, what was it? Yeah, it was a menu book with the new Super Formulas. Messed around with it. I tuned the car a bit. And it felt alright to drive. I actually quite liked it. And then when that's the other thing, when we did the, what was it? The daily race?
The whistles go woo!
I mean, I only did the time trial. But it felt alright to drive there as well. It's just that for some reason, top was it just felt terrible to drive. Bobby, thanks for the resub. Thank you for being part of the fan club for 3 months. As I'm trying to figure out how this thing drives it. There we go. Yeah, that turn. I have to brake early. Oh yeah, and I also have to worry about the hybrid because you can run out of it. It will cost you a little bit of time if it runs out on you. Just trying to get used to how this car drives. So I guess you don't really need the brakes with the Porsche Curas. I don't think he can take it flat out anymore. There's a little bit of lifting and you should be good. Maybe. I don't know. Still trying to figure out how this car drives. I remember the hybrid RT. Yeah, because they nerfed it for GT7. They nerfed the R18. The TSO50 got nerfed to where it's not that good anymore. Hunter, how's it going? I just saw your message. Hello. More down for the F1 cars, says Rotaka. I would try the L55, but I think at this point, I'm just gonna stick with one car. And Bobby with the 5 memberships, thank you so much for the awesome support. I have these cute little
the whistles got woo!
Some dude named Mr. MCA made. Yeah, I'm gonna spam him right here. There we go. Get some stuff. No.
The whistles got woo!
I mean, as much as I want to, I want to try to get a decent lap time, which I don't know what a decent lap time consists of.
The whistles got woo!
And then I don't know when the guy will be out. I don't know if I'll be able to make it tonight. I mean, it's all going to depend on how fast I can get a good time. Which I don't know what a good time is. Which is part of
the whistles got
what makes me nervous about lots of challenges on longer tracks. So, like Nordschleife, this track, it's hard to know what's going to be the time that you're going to want to try to aim for. I mean, especially if you're the one making the lap guide. And don't hit those curves. Those curves want to kill you. Any new oh my gosh, I cannot talk. Any news about new cars coming in June? I don't have any news, unfortunately. The whistles go woo! There was okay, for those who don't know for those who don't know about that. So this was in the 2000s. There was a news report going on near my town where these cars were being modified with whistle tips. So when the car is moving around and accelerating, it makes like a whistling sound and it sounds incredibly annoying. So then they interviewed this one dude who happens to have a whistle tip on his car, and then that's when he says the whistles go woo. If you type the whistles go woo on the YouTube search, it should pop up right away. It's a news report from Cron 4 News, and the whole segment. The whole segment is pretty hilarious because you even see the friend of that guy trying to show, or I guess demonstrate the whistle tip, and they go through a stop sign. What's going on here? Well, this is the new laptop challenge. Any Group 1 car at Le Mans, and I'm suffering. But yeah, that news segment, I'm getting a penalty in the same corner. But yeah, but that news segment, I don't know, it has stuck to my memory for a long time because the whole segment is just hilarious. Yes, any Group 1 car. Right now, the Porsche 919s are doing really well. There is a Mazda 787B in the, or I think they're in the top 5. But I'm going to stick with this car because this car feels a lot better to drive, and because it can turn. I'm trying to program myself with this car, with where I should be braking. I'm still thinking braking points and all that stuff with the GR010. So I'm trying to get used to this car. And also it's racing hard tires, so gotta be a little careful to make sure I don't spin out. Depends on route, yeah. What's Gold Cup for is, that's a good question. I think it barely went down into the 123. I think it was a 23.9 for gold. Yeah, because I think I saw someone mention that on the GT platforms where, yeah, I think it was a 23.9. Testing curves and track limits. Yeah. Dark side, this car is not a big fan of curves. I'm still braking too early. I don't know, should I just exit that turn in 3rd gear? I should try that. Turn. I'm still kind of nervous about driving this car. I know. Oh yeah, 3rd gear's a little better. Yeah, I get a little nervous with these cars. It takes a while for me to gain the confidence in them. You'll probably imagine how I'm going to be when or if I even do the Toyota Cup race. I'm going to be in a nervous wreck. Yeah, I lost all my time. Going wide. That's probably a 1 second penalty. Yeah, 1 second penalty. It just doesn't want to turn right there. I mean, don't mind me getting a 2 second penalty now. Yeah, the only thing is that the Porsche, I want to say you can't take it flat out anymore. You have to do a little bit of lifting off our throttle. Whereas back then, you just go flat out. If you somehow still can't do it, then it's probably just a lot harder to make it work. That's probably a penalty. I don't know why I'm just cutting the living heck out of the first corner. First left turn. This is gonna be a long night. Now can I find about 1 billion seconds? Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that turn also gives me a lot of trouble. Okay, you know what? Tetra Rouge, you might be able to take it flat out. I am not confident yet. Venture, how's it going? Good evening. Evening, late morning, or no, evening, early morning. Woody boy, how's it going? The other thing is I need to somehow make the hybrid last just long enough to be able to be fully deployed after Arnage, because that's where I run out of it. Oscar, how's it going? I'm a little sleepy. I want to try to get a good lap time out of this, which it's going to be hard to know what a good lap time will be. Your camera? No, I look like a mess. My room is a mess. I don't want to show it. So I'm still braking a little too early. Oh, yeah, I think third gear is better. Anyways, yeah, I look like a mess. The room is a mess, and I don't want to show it, so I don't have the camera on. That, and I might be too lazy to plug the thing in, the webcam in. Yeah, it runs out just before it's fully deployed. PO, how's it going? Hard. I'll say this one's a little bit hard, because at least for me, it's taking me a while to get used to this car. And then you have the track penalties, which is going to be really easy to get. And depending on the car you're using, it could be either kind of easy to get a somewhat decent time, or it could be a nightmare. At least I got that. I wish I could just say, oh yeah, this is good enough for gold. I'm done with this stream. Good night, but we all know that that's not going to happen. What I will do is save this for now, just in case. Yeah, because I'm kind of just following the #1 time around to see what he's doing. Yeah, oh gosh, someone's in the R92. Yeah. So it looks like a 919 is going to be one of the go-to cars, 787B, another go-to car, R92 if you're a mad lad like this guy. But for me, I'm just going to stick with this car, the 919, because it's a little easier to use. And because I can do this wonderful thing called doing a turn. It's not as understeery as the 787B. It's another silver. No, you got to go for gold, my dude. Cheap, terrible tires are worth it. Gosh. Okay. You know the Daihatsu Copen Racing Jacket, so the VGT? I want a lap time challenge with that car. That car has been criminally underrated ever since GT Sport. I still remember doing the daily race with that car in the beta days, and honestly, it is a freaking awesome car to drive. It's a fun car to mess around with. YPD has not done anything with that car ever since GT Sport beta days. Boggles my mind. They gotta use it again. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Like, I'm not even lying when I say that the Copen VGT is probably my favorite VGT car. Ah, gosh. You see Super GT... Oh, I still need to watch that video of Super GT's IRL race. But let's go back to this. I haven't been keeping up with his videos lately, and I feel bad for that. You should try it. Actually, I remember. Oh gosh, when was it? I remember because okay. So this was a long time ago. This was back in. Yeah, it's probably 2019, 2020. So I remember I did a Q&A video. I think it's for like the I think it's like a 5,000 subscribers Q&A video. I remember doing the video, and when I was editing the video, I remember showing a clip of a bunch of us racing in a Daihatsu Copen, and I think it was Le Mans No Chicane, and it was actually pretty fun. But still, I think PD, if you're listening, you got to do something with that Copen Racing Jacket VGT, because it is a fun car to drive, even though it's a front-wheel drive. It is a fun car to drive, and it deserves a lot of love. When was the last time I ranted like this? Yeah, ranted or got heated about. Yeah, it's been a while. Wizard, how's it going? You might have just stumbled across or upon me rambling about the Daihatsu VGT. Did you beat me? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. It's a good one. Yes, DB knows about it. A man of culture. And actually, it kind of upsets me that you can't really use that. Okay, because in terms of like the GT7 single player events, there isn't really an event that's perfect for it. At least nothing I know of. Oh, what's this about? Oh, I was saying that I want Polyphony to use that car more often. At least do a lap time challenge with that car, because I personally think it is one of the most underrated cars since GT Sport. Because I remember, I don't know if you were around in the beta days of GT Sport, there was a daily race where it was a 1 week race with the Daihatsu Copen VGT at Tokyo's, I think it's Central Outer Loop. And that race was generally fun because that car is small enough so that you can kind of battle it out at a narrow track like Tokyo Central Outer Loop. I don't know. Maybe I'm being nostalgic, but I just remember that car being really fun to drive, even though it's a front-wheel drive. and they've only used it that one time ever. I would just love for it to see the light of day again. You know, PD be like, "Yo, we're gonna make an event with this car." I don't think people will enjoy it as a Nations Cup race, especially if it's a tire race, because the front tires will be deleted. But if it's like a lap time challenge, then I would hope people will enjoy it. I can already imagine people be like, "Oh yeah, Mr. says that this car is fun to drive," and then they try it and then be like, "Oh, this car's a piece of junk." But that is the hill I will die on. That Ryoko being best girl, but that's a different story for another time. You have to be really careful around those curves because the Porsche does not like them. If you try to cheese them, kind of like how you kind of could in the prior updates, then yeah, you're gonna get thrown off the track. So I mean, you kind of want to cheese it, but at the same time, you just want to try to be really careful about how much you're cheesing it. What's the time now? Yeah, someone's already about to poke into the 22s with the 77B. I do not want to use that car. Hey, it's Tijani. See, Tijani is a man of culture. We're using the same car. It's great that you're so passionate. I don't know. It's just something about that car and just that particular race, Mugo, where it just stuck with me, because I remember doing a couple of those daily races. I think it was a daily race A. Oh, that was when we used to be able to race with 24 cars like on the track, 24 players, and it was just hilarious. But you could get some really good battles with that car, and it just makes me sad that car has not been given the love. Anyways, did I get the 0.4? Okay, I did. Just want to make sure. I'm kind of just starting to save everything, so if I improve my time by a little bit, I'm just going to save it. Because who knows, that might be the lap that I'm going to use for the lap guide. I'm probably going to see if we can try to go for a 23. Maybe a 23, and well, we'll see. We'll see. I think Tijani will be able to kick my butt. Don't forget, he's a world tour driver. I'm just a dude. Choose the guy got 5th yesterday in Nations. Nice. Could have 4th, but someone crashed ahead of me in my outlet. Oh gosh. But I lost 6 seconds to the guy in front. Cut up. Yeah, that race was. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like that race. So I didn't even do it. I wasn't even home for the race. I got home and was like, oh, third slot already started. I can't do it anymore. You got eSports like 2 months. Okay. Yeah, there were some, I guess, memorable or memorable ones, events. That you kind of just had to be there to see it or even participate in it. Because actually, I still remember we had the Nations Cup, the first time we had the Nations Cup race at Ludex. Can you take it in 4th gear? You might be able to take it in 4th gear. Anyways, I still remember the first time we had Ludex for Nations Cup. At least here in North America, for the North America region, that race was one of the most stacked races ever. And I remember the big one happened on turn 1, lap 1. And I somehow managed to survive it. I did get some damage, but the car managed to it just managed to survive. Well, honestly, it was a terrifying race because what caused the big one in our race, the leading cars in front, one of them had a really bad internet connection, so he lagged into the other car, and that's when all hell broke loose. So it wasn't like, oh yeah, someone messed up. It was just the internet caused it. I think that race was like 380 points, and back then that was huge for our race. Because I don't think we had as many high driver rating drivers. But I still remember that was like the first time. That was also the first time Doodle showed up after being gone for ages. So we when you have some of like the biggest names from back then showing up for that meme race, you know that race is gonna be lit. Yeah, because I think we had Doodle, we had Stinky Bug. Who else was there? Yeah, I think it was those two, and those were like big names back then. Teaching is a gentleman at GT7. TJ is at 24.3. Should I be I want to say go for 23. At least my goal is at 23. I don't know though. I don't know if that's going to be like a 100% safe for gold. Have to make the best of what you're given. Oh man, that Road X race was just hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna stop pausing this so I can actually try to get a lap done. Watch me pause again as I get a penalty on as I get a penalty on the chicane. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. WTS, how's it going? Yeah, that's what makes me jealous because some people can effortlessly just put a banger lap in, and I'm here like, oh man, I have to put in like 3 hours because I keep messing things up. It also doesn't help that Group 1 cars or just anything high downforce related, I am really bad at. Anything high downforce related, I really struggle. So you can be sure that I'm gonna have a hard time with this. If there's a road car, I'll maybe have a bit of an easy time. A little too much speed. Yeah, I was about to say San Francisco because I saw SF, but the Super Formula, that's a challenge. Yeah, that one was number 3, and yeah, that one did take a while to get the goal time because you have to really push the car. It's like you think you're pushing the car as much as you can, when it's like, nope, you can push it even further. And I don't know, it just messes with you. Dang it. I thought I was gonna get a good exit, but then that happened. Johnny, how's it going? Jimmy Jinx, hello, hello. Oh yeah, I know. Okay. I'm not a big fan of saying this, but if you are enjoying what you're watching, you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to. I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I'm bad at promoting myself. I just do whatever the heck I want. At least in the realm of Gran Turismo. At least for this channel. Although something I have thought about every now and then is making videos or streams on other games. Because here's the thing, because with this channel, I basically just make Gran Turismo videos, but I don't like to say that this channel. I don't like to say that this channel is Gran Turismo only. But I mean, it's understandable if someone thinks that, oh yeah, this guy only makes Gran Turismo videos. Well, yeah, because that's basically the only videos I've been making for this channel. But every now and then I've thought about making videos on other racing games. Because I know I think it was early today, I saw the trailer for the new Hogwarts Unleashed game. And, you know, I've kind of thought, I was like, you know what, it'd be pretty cool if I made a video stream on that game. But then also things like, well, how will people react to that? I'm gonna tear my hair off with that stupid penalty. That's the thing I thought about every now and then. It's like, I don't know. I'll probably ask about it one of these days. Make a community post like, hey, what do you guys think of this? And see what people say, think. Oh my, yeah. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. That reminds me. I don't know if anyone's been curious about what the heck was going on with me the past weekend, because I think I only ever mentioned I was just going to be away from it. That's because I went, gosh, turn! Anyways, I went to an anime convention this past weekend. And so I was just running around like a doofus. But it was fun. I met a lot of new people. And I like, one of the things I love about going to these anime conventions is just taking photos of the cosplayers. Because I like taking photos. So I was just messing around with them, taking photos. And do it for the fun of it. So I'm editing the photos, and some of them are coming out really cool. I like them. All right, thanks for stopping by, Johnny. And break. It's really crazy how late you can brake with this car. I thought I'd brake too late, but I was actually, I guess I braked in time. I might be able to get the 323 soonish, because now I'm kind of starting to realize how much you can push this car. And I think in terms of braking, how late you can brake with it. Now the question is, can I do it? Can I get the 323 without getting a freaking penalty? That's going to be the $1 million question. By the way, actually, the real $1 million question is, what strategy are we even going to do for the Toyota Cup race? Holy moly. So I've been doing a lot of testing for the Toyota Cup race. And actually, let me go through this first. Oh gosh, I almost got myself felt it. We're good. The car almost stepped out on me right there. Now it's pretty close. Anyways, yes, as I was saying, I was doing a lot of testing for the Toyota Cup race. So I did hards into mediums, then I did mediums to soft, and then earlier today I did mediums to mediums. Honestly, I don't know what's the best strategy. I think actually the mediums to mediums is probably the best strategy. But the thing is that that's if it never rains in the race. And the other thing is that if you do the mediums to medium strategy, you have to really take care of your rear tires, because it's the rear tires that wear out faster in the GR010. And the other thing you have to keep in mind is that it could rain in the race. So if it rains in the race, well, you gotta adapt. You know, you gotta be like, oh shoot, it's raining. Gotta switch over to the inters, and then if the track dries up, then you gotta find out, okay, how many laps are left, and where do I go from here? And for those in GT1, the race is, if it's dry, it's 59 minutes long. And if it rains, then your race is going to be well over an hour long. Well, it's more about leaving enough time for downshifts than it is for late braking. That is true. Well, I did get to 23, so I guess I'm going to see how much further I can push it. Although I kind of feel like I'm already at my skill limit, because, well, part of it because I'm sleeping, but I gotta do this. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going for now. Is that hour? Not the hour, because the what do you call it? You know what? I can do this because I have all the footage saved right here. Yeah, so this was one of my runs. It was a 50. Yeah, this was when I was doing the mediums to medium. It was a 58.49, Because what I've been doing is I have it in equal conditions mode, so each run I do same conditions. So like in this run I was doing 8 laps on the mediums and then 9 laps on the mediums for the second stint. And yeah, you have to be really, really darn careful when like if you're doing a soft stint or a medium stint, you have to be really careful depending on how long you're using them for, because the tires, it's the rear tires that wear out faster. I had the brake balance all the way to the front of the car, and you just have to be really careful on the throttle, because the hybrid will kick in if you get a little careless, and it's gonna murder you. I think it was the last lap where I had a massive moment. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah. Where was it? Oh, it was right here. It was right here. So coming out of Arnage, because I'm still trying to take care of the tires, but I think I get on the throttle a little too early. Yeah, I just have a big moment right there. So yeah, you got to be really careful about that. Is it most okay 23? Yep, you know it. But yeah, the race time itself is 59 minutes. Yeah, this run was a 59-minute run. And then you also have to do the qualifying. So the entire session itself is going to be more than an hour long. Even longer if it rains in your race. Thanks for stopping by, Beast. Have a good night. Sleep well. But yeah, that race is just going to be crazy. Crazy. Also, for that Toyota Cup race, hybrid is kind of an issue. Actually, it is an issue. Because it is possible to run out of the hybrid in the final lap, at least from what I've experienced. And so what I try to do, if I know that I'm going to run out of hybrid soon. So you know this part right here. So in between Indianapolis and Arnage, there's that little bit of straight. And the hybrid normally gets deployed in the GR010. So what I sometimes do, I press a little bit on the brakes, so kind of just dragging the brakes to make sure that the hybrid doesn't deploy. And that way I can save a little bit of hybrid, so that it doesn't get used up there. It is also possible to farm the hybrid by barely pressing on the brakes. So let's say you're going down the Mulsanne straight. If you press on the brakes just very lightly, it is possible to harvest a tiny bit of the hybrid. It's not much, but it's something. But I don't know, you won't need to do it all the time. I guess you only really need to do it if you know for sure that you're going to run out of hybrid. And then, at least for me, it's not easy to tell if you're going to run out of hybrid until you're kind of at that point. Which manufacturer am I going to go for? That is a good question. I am most likely going to go with Porsche. I would go with Dodge, but Dodge is... Well, the Group 4 is not too bad. The Group 4 is actually kind of decent, but the Group 3 is trashed here. And I don't want to deal with that car. So I might just end up... I just might end up going with Porsche. I did see a message. Let me just go through these corners first. Nino, how's it going? Good evening, early morning to you. Venture, have a good one. Sleep well. Have a good rest of the day. I don't know when we're at, but you'll get all this. But yeah, have a good night or have a good day. Might be able to catch up to the ghost, maybe. Because I have the ghost offset by 0.2 of a second. Came in group 4. Yeah, came in group 4. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I'm mostly picking it for the group 3 Porsche. Because the group 3 Porsche, I gel really well with it. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I did. What is a bit of a shame is that there's, for the group 4 races, there's no fuel savers. Because if there's a fuel saver race, then the Cayman will become really good. I will also need to take notes from Inostroza, because there's a very high chance he's going to go with Porsche, and he is god tier with Porsche. He just makes the car work in pretty much all situations. So I will need to see, especially for the Cayman, I will need to see what he does and then just try to copy that. I just hope, well, okay, you can't take it flat out. Hopefully his replays do get saved if he does a lap time, right, in the time trial, so that I can just try to copy what he does. Yeah, the Porsche, the 911 RSR. What did I say? The 911 RSR. Just love. I love how it drives. I mean, it's been in a pretty good state for quite some time now, which is a plus. And I remember when we did, what was it, the Nürburgring 24-hour lap time challenge a few weeks ago. I tried the Porsche, and it just drove really well for me. I did have to be careful at the first chicane, so that's where, for the first chicane, I used traction control at 1, and that kind of just took care of the issue. But that car it just felt really good to drive. So we'll see. So good chance I'll pick the Porsche for my manufacturer. Quite honestly, I don't really know which other manufacturer I would choose. I did think about Mazda, but I don't drive those cars enough to really have a good feel for them. Especially the RX version. I haven't driven it ever since the physics update in version 1.31, so I don't have a good idea of how that car drives. Randy, how's it going? Current P1 had top speed. Yeah. One of the reasons why I'm not using the 787B is because that car's way too understeered for me. I did try the 787B for a little bit, and I just did not like how it drives. Right? Yeah, I don't like how it drives. The 919 hybrid, sure, it's most likely not going to be the car or the fastest car, but it's still competitive. Should still be good enough to be able to get a goal time, and it can turn. It can turn a brake a lot better. So that's why I'm with the Porsche instead of the Mazda. Yeah, the understeer in the 7010B is horrendous. Because I tried it for a little bit and I was horrified. This car, oh yeah, and then the Porsche curves, this Porsche, it drives a lot better. That's probably a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty. If the 7010B was a lot less understeery, I would have considered it. Or, well, not considered, but I would have been driving it. I hope that's not a penalty. I need to find out how to get good at these turns. Either I'm not carrying enough speed or I'm just going wide. Because I know there's a bit of time I can find right there at the S's before Tete Rouge. Gotta let the car do the turn and then you'll be good. It is possible to take Tete Rouge flat out, but you have to get the right line. Otherwise you will have to do a little lift off of the throttle. It's PD with their way of using the BOP system for F1. I hope that is not a penalty. Oh, God. I knew it. The moment I went a little wide out of the first chicane, I was like, yep, that's a penalty. Again. Trying to get on the throttle like that was a little scary. Oh, taking it flat out. Possible one. You just gotta get the right line. Gotta turn it at the right time. Look for the orange leaderboard. Right. Sadly, I lost a bit of time right there, but we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, PD doing PD things. I don't even know if the Sauber is that good in terms of BOP. I think it's like very specific situations where it can be viable. Wasn't there like a Group 1 race where the Sauber had some viability? was close. Yeah, I think it was the Daytona Road Track. I think it was a Nations Cup race, and I think the Sauber was kind of viable, but actually no, I don't think it was as viable because I think it actually ran out of fuel. So it was either. Anyways, I think you had to use a 787B or. Gosh, what was the other one? I think it was the Porsche 962. Yeah, the 962 was also viable, but the 787B was better. Yeah, it might be able to get to gold. Maybe. It's going to be hard to know this early on, though. You'll probably have to wait a week. Yeah, probably a week tops before you can get the Sauber out and try to see if it's possible to get a gold time with it. Because right now, who knows what's going to be safe for gold. That's kind of why I'm a little tempted to wait a day before I make the lap guide. Because I want to see how much the time goes down by. So if I see that the time isn't going down that much, and see that the 23 is, or my current time is very safe for gold, then yeah, I'll go ahead and make the lap guide on it. But if it's not, or if it's going down by a lot, and see that my time isn't the safest for gold, then I might just go back and try to improve my. Oh, God, stupid penalty. But who knows? Actually, you know what? I want to see what the time is at now. Okay, so still at 22.5, and that's only 0.7% away. The only thing is that all the fastest people, they're not here yet. So my time is 0.6% away from the world record time. But I know for sure that time is going to go down a lot more. The only question is how much. And that's why I'm kind of just thinking about waiting a day before I make the lap guide, because I want to see how much the time improves as the day goes on. I still think the Porsche will be able to get into the gold time range. I mean, I don't think it'll be the fastest car unless if you somehow get got tier turn exits and all that good stuff. We'll see. My hope is that I don't have to go into the 787B because I just don't want to use that car. It drives terrible for me. James, I'm with you on that. High downforce cars are not my thing. And so I'm trying to see if I can improve my time some more. With the way that I'm right now, sleeping and stuff, that's going to be easier said than done. And the things that I know I can improve my time, at least 2/10, because the gas is up ahead. I know I'm losing some time there. I'm with you on that. And by that, and just getting penalties everywhere. I'm pretty good at getting a penalty at the first chicane. Come on. I had to do a little courtesy lift. I had a feeling I was going to go a little wide at a 10 rouge, or through 10 rouge. Yeah, those on the controller pad that are getting insane times, I'm honestly jealous because I'm really slow on the pad. On average, I'm around 1 to 3 seconds slower on a controller. I don't know. I think part of it's just because I don't use the controller that much anymore. Oh my gosh, stupid penalties. Well, that is the thing, though, about the controllers. High downforce cars and controllers, they don't go well together. Because I remember, so it was the X2019 lap time challenge? Hold on. So the X2019 lap time challenge at Road Atlanta. So Daniel Salas, he did the lap time challenge on the controller, and he was able to get the gold time with it. But he mentioned that it's a lot harder because on the controller, the steering input is just slower. So with these high downforce cars, when you need to turn on a dime, the controller just takes forever. I think he mentioned that you have to turn in earlier than what you would on the wheel. And I think I also remember him talking about the Olympic time trial, that it was miserable on the controller. I remember him mentioning that it was still possible to get a really fast time because he got I think it was a 1:15.3 for the Olympic time trial, and he did it on the controller. But if he's trying to qualify, yeah, good luck. That's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not going to happen on the controller. That's probably a penalty, right? I'm starting to cut the corners everywhere now. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, tire wear is generally worse on the controller. It is possible to manage the tires, but this is hard. You should have seen him when what was it, the first round of this Nations Cup race? He was able to manage the tires really well, and I think he was still on the controller. I'm turning it too early. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, just the general steering input on the controller is just way too slow. Even if you have a maxed out sensitivity, it's still too slow. I were to see the GR01 at Deep Forest, I would just, yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna make a lap guide on it. I'm not gonna do a strategy guide on it. You guys are on your own. It's like, yeah, this combination scarred me. So if you want to find out, so if you want to know the strategy to it, yeah, you're on your own. Good luck. That was a really bad second one. But we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, that and man, I don't know. I got a little paranoid about that Olympic time trial. Because I kept thinking, like, oh shoot, what are my times like safe? Actually, first, because I had the point 15.8 first, and I saw that the gold cutoff time was getting closer and closer to my point 8. I'm like, shoot, I have to go back. So I went back in, got a 0.7 after like 3 hours. So then I was like, okay, this should be safe for gold now, right? Some of my friends mentioned, it's like, oh yeah, that should be good for gold. You should be safe. But then I still see that the gold cutoff time getting closer and closer. So I was like, shoot, I'm just gonna go back and try to improve my time. So then I put in like another, I don't even want to know how many hours I put in. All I remember was this, trying to get a 0.6 was miserable to me. But eventually I got it, and at that point it's just like, okay, I think this is the best I can do. I don't think I can go any better than this, because this car is just a torture to drive. And well, yeah, luckily that 0.6 was safe for gold. But so that lap-time challenge was stress-inducing, anxiety-inducing. That one just had me really nervous the entire time. Oh yeah, I was also nervous that my lap time from the lap guide would end up being a silver time, because that ended up happening with the Nordschleife one where you had to tune the car. That one, the one time I put there ended up being silver. So when I saw that time was getting close to the 0.8, really close to the 0.8 in the final days, it's like, shoot, my lap guide time is about to be a silver time, but I was like, nope, it was barely a gold time. I think by about 1/100th of a second. It was really close. Not ready to see another lap time challenge like that. Just watch there be a Tomahawk X at the Nordschleife. Now, I mean, to be fair, the ironic thing is that that's probably one of my best combos, especially back in sport. That was actually when there was that time trial challenge. That was actually one of my best combinations ever. But I'm just not ready for that. Good luck getting a gold time with that. I want to say that is probably something that we'll never see. But knowing PD, I can imagine them doing that. If they were to do that, I would hope that they'd make the cutoff times extremely generous. told you that I'm not a big fan of Group 1 cars. Because that's what I'm feeling right now. Okay. Goal time is, or not goal time, world record time is still 22.5. Actually, what is the goal cutoff time? I should look at that first. Goal cutoff time about 6 seconds. Yeah, it's about 6 seconds. Oh, we're good. We're doing good. Although I still want to try and see if I can improve my time back more. I don't know why I thought goal cutoff time was gonna be like 2 or 3 seconds. But no, it's actually 6. Okay. I don't know. I'm just really sleepy. I cannot think. I cannot do math. I am not a math major. I did not study math. Actually, I did have a math class in college once. Actually, twice. The professor was alright. He was pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like from him were stupid penalties. The only thing I didn't like from him were the tests, because his tests were pretty difficult, and I think there were rare times where a question that we get was something that we were never taught. So it's like, okay, what in the world are we doing here? So then at that point, I mean, luckily it was multiple choice. I was like, okay, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna guess and hope for the best. I think there was one time where I actually got one of those questions right. I was like, huh, alright, I'm pretty good at guessing things. Enrique, how's it going? Yeah, goal cut time, 4.5 seconds. That's not correct. It's like, okay, we're good. We're doing good. Although still all the aliens are not awake yet. So I don't want to get too comfortable with this time yet. And I don't know if you were there when I said this. That's why I'm thinking about waiting a day before I make the lap ride to see how much more the time goes down by. Because if it doesn't go down by that much, then there's a good chance I'll make the guide with the current time that I have right now. But if it goes down by a lot, then that's when I'll have to think about going back, try to get a better time, and then make the guide. Oh, that is a beautiful accident. Damo, how's it going? Yeah, this is the new laptop challenge. Any Group 1 car at Circuit de la Sarthe. Thanks for stopping by. James SF, how's it going? Yeah, it's a long one. It's a long lap. It's a shame. I just lost a lot of time. Oh, but the hybrid lasted just a little bit longer. And that's the thing. If your hybrid can last all the way until like the top speed cutoff point, then that will shave you a little bit of time off. Still ahead of the Ghost. What an exit. Whew. That was actually a pretty good exit to end the lap. Did I miss a message? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. It's pretty good. Fusion, how's it going? Be there in left for Nürburgring Group 3 and I'm on Group 1. I'm only gonna say this because I've been doing a bunch of testing for the Toyota Cup race. I am tired of this competition. I'm tired of Le Mans. But again, it's only because I've been doing a bunch of testing for the Toyota Cup race. Let me just make sure I got the time. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know how much time I've put into the Toyota Cup race, but look forward to that guide whenever I make it. Scott, hello. It's a new time trial. Yeah, I will say good luck with the track limits. At least for me, it's the first chicane where I just kept on getting the penalties. And it made me want to rip my hair off. The other thing is that if you're, well, depends on which car you want to use. Because personally, I'm using the 919 hybrid because this thing can actually turn. But the problem with the 919 hybrid is that it has 0 top speed, whereas it's the opposite story for the 787B, where this one has all the speed in the world, but it cannot turn. So it's kind of just picking your poison. Yeah, it is the most okay lap so far. Now I'm just gonna wait for Key and Digit to just annihilate my lap. Give it a couple hours as they wake up, and then I'll wake up later today, and then I'll see them 5 seconds ahead of me. Oh God. Gonna start? No. Actually, okay. Tête Rouge. You can take a flat out, but you have to turn in at the right time. Otherwise, if you get it just a little bit wrong, you will have to do a little courtesy lift to make it through Tête Rouge without getting a penalty. The start of the Porsche curves, little lift off of throttle, and you should be good. Good work, Mr. Thank you, DB. He will be happy with second. I mean, just watch. I don't know. I have a feeling he'll use the 919 hybrid, and just watch him get a 22 out of nowhere. And then I can imagine Digit's gonna get a banging good time. I don't know which car he'll use. I can imagine Digit using the 787B, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Just give it about 24 hours, and then we'll find out. 24 hours tops. That is. Not. It was silver, not second. Oh gosh. PO. The daily last year was pretty easy, flat. I don't know. But the other thing is that we had the physics update in 1.31, so the Porsche drives differently. It feels more understeery than what it did before, but you can still go really fast through the Porsche curves. And basically the first sector, you can still go pretty fast in them with all the downforce it has, but you have to get the car set up just right and then just get it through. Just punch it through. Because, for example, like these final chicanes, at least in this car, I feel like you can't be as aggressive as before. Because if you try to be really aggressive, the car will just not turn. And the curbs will kill you. That is also the same thing with the GR010. You have to let the car flow through the turns. And you have to be really careful around the curves in the GR010. If you just try to plow through, you're going to have a really bad time. So if you're doing the Toyota Cup race, make sure you remember that. I don't know why SF. I don't know why I missed your message. Yeah, it's the 77B is really understeering, but it makes up all of its time on the straights because it's going over I think over 220 miles per hour. Maybe at least over 205 miles per hour. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, so if you're looking for speed, the 7010B is your car. But if you're looking for all the handling, then the Porsche 999 Hybrid is your car. Let me get some water first. Wait, you're the one to 22.5? Wait a second. Aha, that is you. That is you. I was about to say, it's like, I just see the 22.5. I was like, wait a second. Is that the #1 time? Yeah. It's still good. The Porsche is still good in the high speed sections, but it's not as good as it was before. Which makes me sad. Because you can't just go fly through the Porsche curves anymore. As before. But then when I tried the 787B, it just felt, this is way too understeer for my liking. And I just don't have the patience for that car. So it's like, you know what, I'll just stick with this car for now. I'm already getting used to the Porsche, so I'll just stick with it. You should still be able to get a gold time with it, but I think if you're trying to go for the world record time, I don't think the Porsche will be it. I mean, unless if Group 1 is your bread and butter. What do you say? That was close. Yeah. Yeah, because Tedder Rouge, you can take it flat out, but you have to get the right turn in. To start the Porsche curves, I don't know. Then again, Group 1 or anything high downforce related is not really my thing. I tend to struggle the most with these kind of cars. Oh yeah, I mean, this car turns. It turns a lot better than the GR010. Oh yeah, and if it rains for that Toyota Cup race, then good luck. then you're all in trouble. I might do the race, but there's a good chance I'm probably not going to stream it, because something I noticed is that whenever I stream, stupid car. Whenever I stream those GT World Series races, I tend to get extremely nervous. I mean, I get pretty nervous when I'm doing the race, but I don't know why. But if I choose to stream the race, I get extremely nervous to the point where I just start to mess up everywhere. That's something I've noticed. I mean, if you were there when the infamous Porsche Cup race happened, oh boy. And it's a little upsetting because that was a race I practiced the most for, only for my performance to be a complete disaster. And of course, that was a race where I was like, yeah, I'm going to stream this race. I'm going to show people that I practiced the heck out of this race, and yeah, I embarrassed myself. Ah, that's a penalty again. Yeah, the Mazda is a fast boy. But I think the 710B has even less downforce than the 0010, so it just doesn't turn. And also, we're on a racing hard tire, so that makes things even worse. I would have been a little happier if they gave us racing soft tires instead of racing hard tires. I did a little courtesy enough right there. Fawn, farewell, how's it going? To see you. I love the 919, but you profess it. With the 919, yeah, it's. Yeah. Let me just go through this. Oh, I lost all the time right there. Yeah, I guess it's a matter of just picking whichever car you're more comfortable with. As for me, the 919, I'm a lot more comfortable with this car, so I feel like I can get my personal fastest time with it. Whereas with the 710B, I just don't like how it drives under POP. If you can get a really fast time in the 710B, that makes me kind of jealous. What time is he at? Well, wait, hold on. I just saw a question about the engine swap car. Can the Civic go about 500 kilometers per hour to make up for all the time it will lose on the curb, or on the curbs? Yeah, there's gonna be at least two people that are gonna start duking it out for a world record, and we're all gonna suffer. I mean, that's kind of already happening with the Fuguzi time trial, where Jetta, Dudon, I think there's one other person that are duking it out. And we're all just over here crying as our times are about to fall to silver, bronze, and no medal. 24.2. Yeah, he's just watch. He's gonna annihilate my time. Because I think high downforce cars are his thing. So he's just gonna annihilate my time. I think Precarious is on this track. For some of these turns, it's a little hard for me to spot the braking zone. So like the 100 meter point that we just went through, That one's a little hard to spot because it's hiding under that. Such a penalty. It's hiding under the tree with all that shade. So I don't blame you if you have to use those assists, especially for breaking. Those breaking reference markers that are really hard to spot. At least for me, sometimes I feel like I have to brighten up my monitor so I can see where the heck I'm going and to find the reference markers that I'm using. Little courtesy lift right there to make sure I don't go wide. Ring it. And then just wait until we get a Tomahawk X lap time challenge. Good luck spotting anything. That'll be the most terrifying lap time challenge ever. That'll make the Olympic time trial look like a walk in the park. Is he? I thought he'd be good at Le Mans. I hope that is not a penalty. That is a penalty. I'm gonna go cry to sleep. The ironic thing is that that's probably one of the cars that I'm actually good with. Even though I hate high downforce cars. For example, remember the 600 pp glitch where you could get the Tomahawk X down to 600 pp for the Togo grind? I remember there was a period of time where I started to sweat it out. Imagine sweating out in a single player event, because that's what I did. And I remember, I think I was able to get, like, if I was able to nail down everything while avoiding the cars at the worst spots, I think I'd be able to get like a 1350 something run. And then I remember the Nürburgring, yeah, because we had a Tomahawk X at Nürburgring time trial once, actually twice in GT Sport. I remember the first time that combo appeared. For some dumb reason, I was all over that, sweating it out, and I think I was probably within the top 20 in the world when it ended. I even remember, oh gosh, I forgot his name. It's a Formula One driver. He did that time trial as well. And when I noticed his name, and I made it a mission to try to beat his time, and I did. I don't remember his name because it's been a while. Did I miss something? I think part of the reason why we have daytime, or maybe just daytime, is because of lag or the frame rate drops. There are a couple races where, at least single player races, where it goes from day to night, and you just get a ton of what do you call it? The frame rate. It just drops down a lot. It's very noticeable. It's really annoying. Okay, I'm getting really tired. It's getting harder now. Yeah, it was Ocon. Yeah, it was him. He was the one that did the tomahawk time trial the first time it came around. Stock fee of 100. Oh gosh. No, thank you. I will pass on that. Well, actually, no, I cannot pass on that. If that was an actual challenge, I'd be really annoyed because I'd have to make a lap guide on that. So really, there's no option for me. It's like, nope, I have to do it. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can improve my time anymore. Alrighty's not distinct that I'm in. Yeah, honestly, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I make the lap guide on it. Not to be for hours. Honestly, I might just sleep on the rig. It's probably going to be extremely uncomfortable, but I would have to put the rig away to get the bed out. And that sounds like too much work for me right now. Oh, that's a penalty. Yeah, that is true fusion, but the frame rate drops. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I think it's because I was burned out from the ring lifetime challenge because I spent a lot of time on trying to get the 809 with the Porsche. I kind of burned myself out. So when I saw the Gallery C being Nordschleife, or not the Nordschleife, 24 hours, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna bother with it. Oh yeah. It has been pretty laggy for the North American servers. The Group 1 at Interlagos race, I'm messing up the first freaking turn. Yeah, the Group 1 at Interlagos race was really laggy for North America. Actually, I heard that for CSA, so it's for the South Americans, I heard in this recent Nations Cup race, the servers blew up on them. I think it was the first lap. A majority of them got disconnected. Okay, that was actually not too bad. Come on, please turn. Please turn. There we go. So theoretically, I'm at a 0.3 because the ghost also is 0.2 of a second. What did Dapel say? Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, great. You need to be going fast enough to notice it. Damn. sleep schedule is gonna be annihilated tonight. All right. Place your bets. Am I gonna get eye bags later today? Because I have a feeling I probably am gonna get eye bags, and then I'm gonna look like a zombie later today. Oh yeah. Well, luckily I didn't do that race, so we're good on that fusion. Honestly, I should just go to Key right now and be like, yo, Key, what do you think is a good time for gold? Is it 23 good for gold? Because if it is, I'm done with this crap. So I can just go to bed. Actually, I think Windfire to quote unquote solve this problem is Windfire enabled the 120 hertz mode. And supposedly it's working for it. Anyways, that was a horrific turn. Actually, I don't even know if my monitor can support 120 hertz. I don't think it can. I think mine is just a 60. Probably. Question mark? I don't know. I bought this monitor many years ago. And I barely know anything about it. Other than that, it's a black monitor. It has the word Aces in front of it. And that's it. I don't like that I was on a decent lap. I was going to improve, and then it just completely threw that away. I'm a little upset now. Okay, can you go flat out? Okay, yeah. Oh, you can barely take a flat out. You might need to do a little courtesy lift. On the right here, you do have to lift off. At the start of the Porsche curves, you can take a flat out, but you have to get the turning right. You have to set yourself up for it. Otherwise, go with a courtesy lift. That is definitely not how you start a lap. I think it's mostly the ray tracing stuff. I mean, I have mine on performance mode. Wow, that's getting really hard to focus. Okay, that's not too bad. Never mind, that was bad. Stupid penalties. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm getting tired. Either way, even if I knew my time was good enough for the lap guide, I'm definitely not going to make it to that guide. I'm just going to have too much trouble just trying to focus. I'll probably just end up falling asleep on the desk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time right now. attribute window you gain? Never mind. Hey, Key's right behind me. Hi, Key. How you doing? Yep, I knew it. He's in the 919 hybrid as well. Oh, man of culture. I told you he was going to be the 919 hybrid. Now, the only question is, can I convince him to put on, or for any of his cars, can I convince him to use any Tasha livery? Probably not. Be really funny though. I bet if I were to tell him, he's like, "Yo, Key, can you put on a Tasha livery?" So he can please us anime fans. He'll probably just think I'm weird. It's like, Mister, what the hell are you talking about? Reflection of the game on a Tomahawk arm. Yeah, I prefer performance. Performance mode over quality. I stay away from. Oh boy, let me introduce you to. Actually, this livery doesn't have any anime characters on that one. That reminds me, there is. I think there's one anime convention that I'm thinking about going to. In like July, I think they're gonna have a bunch of cars with anime liveries on them. I can't wait to see that. Pretty excited about it. That also reminds me when I went to another convention last year, there was one. It was a Volkswagen GTI, and it had this really awesome anime livery. It was of Pecker from All Life. It looks sick. I hope that is not penalty. Luckily, not a penalty, but I got a bad exit. But I am catching up to the Ghost. I'm gonna try and see if we can take a fly out. I might check it out though. Oh, that's scary. Oh, the car. Oh, the car slipped out on me just a little bit. I felt the back of the car. It kind of like bounced, stepped out on me a little bit, and that kind of threw me off for the very end of the lap. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Hopefully, we're gonna have to go again, unfortunately. I think that could have been at least a 0.3, a 0.2. It was close. I have some more confidence to be able to take Tech Rouge flat out. Getting more and more confidence with this car. But I'm getting really sleepy, so it's getting really hard to concentrate. It is a little far, but the problem is that I cannot move the microphone any closer. I would show you what I mean, but my room is a mess, and I look like a mess, so I don't want to show it. Yeah, the way I have the mic set up, how do I even describe this? There's no good way for me to describe it. I guess you'll just have to see it one of these days. Oh, that was scary. Yeah, I don't know if I can go any faster because I'm just struggling to stay awake at this point. I know I can make it work, but I don't know. He's probably going for the 22. Oh, okay, the hybrid worked out for me right there. Okay, here we go, boys. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, that's so terrifying. All right, we just gotta take it home. How was that not a penalty? Oh, okay, now I'm even more frustrated because now I know I can get a freaking 22. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh my gosh. Help a brother out. The PO, there you go. See, we were meant to be right next to each other for now. Just wait until he nails it down and just annihilates my time. Did I save the replay? Let me just check before I move on. Okay, I did save it. Knowing Key, he is definitely going to go for that 22, as he's really close to it. I know he's going to go for it. Yeah. Let me just. I think there was a corner I messed up. But the good thing is that I do feel more confident with this car. Let me just see where was it that I messed up. Or maybe not messed up, but I know I could do better. Yeah, first chicane is going to be hard for me to really push. Here, that's the thing, DS's. It's like I feel like I'm going a little slow. I feel like I can go faster, but it's going to be really hard for me to do without watching it like an idiot. Okay, yeah, this one was actually not too bad. This one was also not too bad. I think it was this turn where I know I could have gone a little faster. Actually, is key streaming right now? By any chance? I would check, but I'm using the phone to see the chats. I feel like that turn. That's a thing. I think I could have gone a little faster. Yeah, I know. Indianapolis or Naj, I tend to be. It's 50-50 for me whether I mess up or not. Let me see how I went through these turns. Okay, so that was actually not too bad. Yeah, I have to ride on the brakes a little bit through that little section to make sure that I have enough hybrid to last until it hits a speed cutoff. Let me just see this turn one more time. I'm gonna go a few more times. I don't know if I'll be able to get to 22 tonight, but we'll give it a shot. Did I miss a message? Thank you, PO. Yeah, I'm gonna go again. I think it's possible to get a faster exit, but you have to be so careful with the throttle. You have to make sure that the hybrid doesn't deploy too early. I forgot to shift. What's a shame is that the first chicane I was trying to gain time, but then the S's I lost a lot of time. I'm still probably, I'm probably about a tenth behind my Ghost. Oh, I am not going to make the lap guide for the Nürburgring race. I'm sorry, but stupid penalty. But yeah, but for that race, yeah, you're on your own. I'm just gonna do the strategy guide, which is probably a no-stop race unless it rains. But we'll see. We'll see with the strategy, but I'm definitely not gonna do a lap guide for that. No, sir. Just look at the one for the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. Oh wow, what an exit. And then I just completely threw it. Okay, so see, that's what I mean. First chicane, I know I can go faster. Now I just gotta string it all together. So I'm already 2/10 ahead of my Ghost. Driving kick. Now can I just string everything else together? Actually, I need a little more credits so I can buy the engine swaps for the missing engine swaps. Oh, that was a horrendous turn. That was trashed here right there. But we're just gonna keep going. I think I can still make it up. So just barely ahead of the Ghost. Made up a little bit of time. So driving kick. It's gonna be very hard for some people, like me. I didn't shift in time. I hit the limiter. So we're technically ahead of the Ghost by maybe just barely over 2/10. Watch me messes up. Okay, that was actually surprisingly not too bad. Now, can I just string it all together and bring it home? The answer is no. I turned in. I don't think I turned it enough. The moment I went just a little wide, I knew that was over. Because I would have to lift off our throttle for the left turn, and bye-bye. There goes all my time. Could at least survive Nations last week with a... Yeah. I might... I'm going to be honest. This Manufacturers Cup schedule, I'm not... I don't know. I don't feel too excited about it. I looked at the schedules like, that's it. I don't know. I thought it would be exciting, but I mean, I'm sure there'll be some good races in the store. But like the racing's on and all that stuff's like for most of the races, like that's it. I don't know because with the Nations Cup, I looked at the schedule. I was like, okay, yeah, like this, I don't like. So I've barely been doing the Nations Cup races. Actually, I've only done one Nations Cup race, and that was Group 2 at Fuji. But all the other races, I just look at it as like, you know, I just don't feel excited about them. Maybe it's just a me thing. I haven't felt excited about doing them. And then looking at the manufacturing cup races, I don't feel too excited about most of them. The Nürburgring one, I want to see if I can do that one, but the other ones, or most of the other ones, personally not too excited about them. It's like, yeah, I mean, they're not bad. They just don't look that exciting to me. It's probably just me. I'm not a big fan of the slots for GT1, and then having to wait about an hour after your race ends for the next slot. It's really annoying. And I'm sure I'm not. Wow, I messed it up. And I'm sure I'm not the only. In terms of like those that stream a lot. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels this way, but just having to wait an hour for the next race while you're streaming. Yeah, at least it's like, okay, yeah, we gotta wait an hour for the race. What do we do? I know some people just do the other races. I think Grove, Mani, stupid penalties. Grove and Mani, they just. And controller's dead. Let me get the new controller. I will have to put the other one on charge. It can barely hold a charger nowadays. Like if I use it to play Call of Duty, it'll last maybe like 45 minutes before the battery dies out. Hold on. Come on. Okay, sounds good. Let me get the other controller and charge it up. Put it on the charging bay. Why is this connected? I need to unplug that so it doesn't blow up on me. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Okay, I am here, or I'm back. The controller died, so I had to change it. Ramzacon, how's it going? What kills me is that we waited for news. Oh, dude, yeah, that's extremely frustrating as well. You know, we wait, like they just announced it on us out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, here's the races. The first one starts in about 48 hours. Good luck. And we just start panicking. Did the same thing happen with the Toyota Cup race? I don't remember if it happened with the Toyota Cup race. Where it's like, oh yeah, we got the first race in a couple days, and then we all just panic as we try to sweat it out. But yeah, I really don't like when they announce it just before the first round starts. So like the recent Nations Cup. Stop penalty. Yeah, long ways in the strict. I honestly, I'm not too sure how to comment on the SR stuff. Doing it is a better penalty system. I will say that. I knew that was gonna be a penalty. I am on the wheel. I don't know if you can hear this. Yeah, that's my wheel. I don't have the camera on because my room is a mess. I look like a mess. I am a mess. So I don't want to have the camera on. Actually, it's not even plugged in. No, actually, what was it? Spa Group 3. I think I was busy that day, so I couldn't even do it. Honestly, a lot of these races, I'm busy, so I just can't do them. So I kind of just have to be lucky to be home in time to do a race. Like I was I was hoping I could do the Volkswagen race, so the one from earlier yesterday. I was hoping I could do it because my pace was decent, but then I get home and Slot 3 already started. It's like, well, I guess I'm not doing it. The only Nations Cup race I've only been able to do was Group 2 at Fuji. About a 10th. Never mind, that's a penalty. I'll say the build quality of these dual. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Don't get me started on the freaking controllers. So, okay, so you saw that right now. The arrow. Yeah. So I barely touched it right now and it starts to drift by itself. Yeah, so it's drifting by itself right now. Yep, it's just going by itself. I'm not even touching it. Yeah, there you go. Stop drifting on me. Okay, yeah, so this controller, the one that is plugged into all the audio stuff, that one has a really bad stick drift issue. The only reason why I still have it with me is to use as my backup, so when the battery dies on the other controller, whenever I'm streaming, then I just fall back to this one. And then the issue with the other controller, the one that just died on me, is that it can barely hold a charge. Like, it'll be good for maybe like 30, 45 minutes if I'm using it, and then it dies. So it's either I have to constantly switch them out, or whenever if I'm not streaming, or I plug in the quote unquote good one to the PS5, so it's plugged into the USB, so it's charging all the time. Whenever I'm using it. Well, actually, that's pretty much the only controller I can use because that's the good one. That one does not have the stick drift issue. It just has a really bad battery. And I would get another controller. Or I would get a new controller, but they're expensive, and I don't want to pay that kind of money. Please, sir. I brake too late. I got other things to worry about, and as much as I want to get the new controllers, that's just gonna have to wait, and hopefully the good controller can last for a long time. Or the quote-unquote good controller. Because once it starts to stick drift, then I'm gonna have to be forced to buy a new controller. Anyways. Actually, someone in the Asia region, I don't know what split he was in, but I think he was, I think he was in top split. So they were finishing up the Volkswagen race, the Nations Cup race that we just had. So, yeah, so first place crossed the finish line. No one else has crossed the finish line, and their lobby exploded on them. I don't know who finished in first place, but I don't even know if he got the points. Because, yeah, he crossed the finish line first, but then the lobby exploded. I don't know. PD. They got. Well, first of all, I need to fix my own skill issues, but they gotta fix those issues. And if okay, my wheel did a thing. Anyways, and if those server issues are bad as it is right now, oh gosh, I don't want to know how it's going to be for the first round of Manufacturers Cup. It's going to be a freaking nightmare. Especially, okay, because for those who are not in the Americas, let me just go through this. For those who are not in the Americas region, so when we do Manufacturers Cup, we have North America, so US and Canada, and then we have the CSA, so everyone else below United States. They're playing together, and most of the time, at least from what I've seen in the higher splits, they get connected to the servers down in South America, and the servers are crap. There have been very rare times where we get connected to the servers in North America, so I think the servers for North America are the ones in Virginia, and those are not too bad. Those are decent, at least until lately. But I'm not 100% sure where the South American servers are, but that was bad. I think even the CSA players have a bad time with those servers. Wait, let me see. Where are you at? Oh gosh. all the fast. Okay, first of all, hello to all the fast people here, cause the number, yeah. So ZRY he was here earlier, or I don't know if you're a he or a she, but you were here earlier, and now we got Ignacio with the #1 time right now. Hello. And oh gosh, you're also in the 7870B. Okay, Ignacio, I am jealous that you can make that call work because I cannot make that call work. I feel better in the 919 hybrid because it can turn. I don't know how you're making it turn, but I am jealous of you. So that's a banging good time that you got right there. I can imagine how hard it is to make that car turn, but you're making it work, so that makes me jealous. Oh gosh, so if you're talking about the drama that I don't like to comment on that stuff just because I don't want to get myself into. Yeah, I don't want to get myself into that stuff because oh gosh, yeah, that stuff it gets tiring. It's like, come on guys, let's just get along. Can we just get along and just try to have some good races? Can we like try not to murder each other? We already got one person that likes to murder everyone who comes across. If you know, you know. It's okay, you guys just like get along, please. I mean, sure, we're gonna have big oopsie moments, but we can always right our wrongs. So let's just get along and just stop being mean to each other. That, and I guess the good thing about being slow is that I don't have to deal with that stuff because I'm nowhere near the front, so I'm not in the mess myself. I brake way too late. I was thinking, like, okay, maybe if I brake a little bit later, that'll work, but no, that's not gonna work. Yeah, oh gosh, I wonder how that works. Actually, that's the other. Oh, what was that? Hold on. Okay, we're good. Wait, you got the folks in Africa connecting to you guys' servers, right? So, yeah, I can imagine how laggy it can get. But yeah, at least for us in Americas, we connect to the South American servers, we know we're gonna have a laggy time. I remember, well, this was back in sport. I think this was shortly after they did the 3 regions instead of 5, and the lag was horrendous. It was barely playable, and I got really nervous whenever I was next to someone because I couldn't tell exactly where they were at because it just kept jittering all over the place. This is a really bad run, so I'm just gonna restart this. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's more of me being a dummy and crossing the, what do you call it, and going past the boundaries. But yeah, that's still pretty frustrating. Oh my god, I hit the bollard. That slowed me down. It is serves behind multiple. Oh man, can you imagine? Shit, does it get? Yeah, it's gonna sound really dumb for me, but does it get that hot? It probably does get that hot. That was close. I thought I was going to get a penalty right there. I hit the baller, but somehow that didn't slow me down. I'm driving good. About, I want to say maybe half of the 10th up. I want to say a 10th up, but I think that's being generous. Amir, how's it going? I'm in the west coast of the United States. It's almost 3 in the morning. I don't know why I'm still up. Yeah, I'm just at this point I am gonna be a little stubborn and try to get to 322 because I'm really close to it, but it's gonna take me about a lifetime at this point because I'm really sleepy. I will keep trying. Alright, now we just gotta string it all together and bring it home. Car just, I don't know, I feel like it didn't want to turn. I don't know if it was me braking too late or if I got dirty tires somewhere. But we're still just barely up on the Ghost. Again, the Ghost is offset by 0.2 of a second, so right now I'm technically up on my Ghost. We'll see if we can improve by just a little bit more. I can tell you one thing for sure. I am definitely not up on my Ghost anymore. Yeah, the connection is still pretty. It's just been pretty bad lately. I've been watching a couple of my friends do daily races, and the connection is just not that good. I think the Nations Cup race, some of the top split drivers had the servers blow up on them. I know it happened to CSA, it happened to Asia, where the room suddenly closed on them. And so you would think that these issues would have been fixed a long time ago. So, nope, they're not. They're not fixed. It's like, come on, guys. And the guys, I mean, PD. It's like, come on, guys. Should have had this fixed a long time ago. Oh, it just takes you to time trial. That's basically it. That was a beautiful accident. Yeah, it just takes you to time trial faster, but for manufacturer, I think you still have to sign with the manufacturer. I think. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't even picked the manufacturer yet. I'm sure I'm going to go with Porsche for the Manufacturers Cup, but I'm going to take a look at the accommodations one more time before I make my choice. Yeah, I somehow got a really good exit out of there with the Ghost. Having a hard time making it work again. So right now I'm just barely up on the Ghost. I think I'm still barely up on the Ghost. If I were to cross the line with this gap, I think I just barely move up. And that's a penalty. I think I shifted down way too early. We'll just complete this up and see what it could have been. Never mind, we're not going to find out. Did I miss a message somewhere? Oh, I am not going to go with the Viper. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely get another Nissan GTR. Here's the thing, the Viper Group 4 is still, after the change, it's still not a bad car. However, the problem is that the Viper Group 3 is one of the worst cars. And you know there's a serious problem with that car when it has been buffed multiple times and it's still a really bad car. And that's a penalty. That's definitely a penalty. Yeah, Viper Group 3 has been really bad ever since the start of GT7. And it breaks my heart to say that because I really want that car to be good. But it has never, but up to this point in GT7's life, the Viper has never been good. Oh, I had to do a little courtesy lift to make sure I don't go wide. Yeah, this time trial is it's a bit of a painful one. For me, the 919 hybrid is easier to drive, but still you have to worry about track penalties, the hybrid spinning you out if you get in the throttle too early, the track penalties, and yeah, like that. And you have to also worry about the track penalties. Yeah, that's the thing. The Viper, the Group 3, it's been bad. It used to be even worse, but right now it's still bad. I still think that the Viper needs a rework. Even though it has been reworked, it needs another rework. That's how bad it is. Because I think right now the Viper can actually turn when you let go of the throttle, but it's a slow. Hybrid was able to last just long enough. Turn off the ghost real quick. Holy hell, we did it, boys. We memed our way to victory. We raged for 3 freaking hours. And I almost lost at the end. Oh my goodness. My heart almost sank to the ground right now when the car started to step out, but I don't know how the hell I saved it right at the end. Oh my goodness. What's it gonna do? We'll just save this. We'll save this. Let me just make sure I actually have the thing saved up. So let me ignore chat for a little moment before I forget. Yeah. Let me just see this real quick. Yeah, that snap. That car just snapped. Whew. There you go. Got him, says Count. Yeah, in GT Sport, it was actually I still remember when it was massively OP and it just got nerfed to the ground. GG's. Although I will say, I think if there was ever like a Group 3 tuning race for Manufacturers Cup, the Viper could probably... Actually, no. It'll still have 0 power, but you could probably make it into a handling monster. I think the Z4 would actually be one of the best cars for a Group 3 tuning race for manufacturers. At least that's how it was in GT Sport. It was one of the best cars. The DBR9 was a monster for tuning races. Nice. Ooh, thank you, Randy. Thank you, Slayer. Thank you, Fusion. Thank you, Hugo. Oh, Hugo! I did not see your message. Hello, hello. I was probably in the middle of a lap when you submitted your message. Rebberzi, thank you, thank you. Damo, thank you. Well, you never know, because we have had those rare times where tuning was enabled, at least back in GT Sport. I can imagine if if it's an exhibition season, I could totally see that happening, and I think that'd be a really fun thing to experiment with, because I mean it's not, it's an exhibition season. But yeah, okay. I think this is it for me in terms of doing the time trial stuff. It's actually kind of funny because I thought, I was like, oh yeah, 20, yeah, let's get it 23, we should be good. But it's like, nope, we're going for a 22 now. Yeah, Key will be with us soon. He'll definitely get the 22. Unless if he's done, I don't know. But I can imagine him going for the 22. It's right there. Oh man, what are my assist settings for this? That's a very good question. Let's take a look. Traction control. Oh yeah. Manual transmission, traction control 0, ABS default. No. Normally I would have this off. I mean, unless it fits, because I know, what was it, the Fuguzi time trial, because it's a track that we barely ever use. Streets of Willow Reverse. I actually had this on the driver marker, select the little yellow pins, but usually I have it off. Yeah. And pretty much everything's off except for the ABS. That's on default. I know people talk about whether to use weak or default ABS. For me, default is usually the best for me. I know there's some scenarios where ABS weak can work, but I think that's case by case scenario. If there's tire wear, you actually want default ABS, but sometimes weak works. But for me, I just leave it on default because I'm too lazy to put it to weak. Oh shoot, yeah, because there's actually let me see. Has this person set a lap time yet? No, I don't think he's here yet. Cause I think his name is Willful Underdog. I know he has a really good time for the Fuguzi time trial. I won't be surprised if he starts to show up here soon, but if you see Willful Underdog, he's also a controller player. And then, yeah, SF with the 22.5 right here on controller as well. That's impressive. SF, I am really jealous of you because I'm really slow on the controller. I wish I could be that fast on the controller, especially with these high downforce cars. Like that's seriously impressive. If you guys also, oh yeah, Daniel Salas, so Lamp, he's also a controller player. If you know Harmonic on YouTube, he's also a controller player. He hasn't been around lately because he's been working on some really fast cars lately, and he actually just won a race with them. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to improve on this. Actually, never mind. I thought that was key. But yeah, I think I'm good here. I think I'll be happy with this. I think I can definitely make the lap guide with this time. Although I'm probably not going to be able to make it tonight because I do have to be up in a couple hours. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of sleep. So it'll be out later than usual. Try this. I'm too lazy. You know what? I guess I'll turn it on for a little bit. The ASM, where is it? Normally I would have it off, but you know what? Let's just try it. Why not? We'll give it a quick go. If you guys know Metal Gear 9493, I know he every now and then I've noticed that he would have it on, and because I know he'll talk about it in the GT platforms, because sometimes I think it's also a case-by-case scenario, because there are times where the ASM really works, but other times where it doesn't work. So I think that's also a case-by-case scenario. But yeah, when it comes to those assists, like so ASM, ABS, weak, case by case, give it a try, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then you know it doesn't work. I know, what was it, the Volkswagen Scirocco, some people were using the ASM assist, and for them it worked out a bit better, but for others, they didn't really notice anything different. For me, I'm not really I'm not really noticing much of a difference. I mean, I see it blinking red. I don't think it's really doing much for me. I'm gonna turn it off before I forget. Yeah, ABS off his death. I think there's someone who is, because I see his name every now and then where he gets a pretty good lap time, at least for time trial, and he has ABS off. That's some impressive footwork with the brakes. Yeah, steering sensitivity for control, I think you want it at 10. As for counter steering, yeah, I think that one also depends on the car, because I know there's some where the counter steering system really works well. Again, case by case scenario. Whew. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for the stream, because I don't know what else to. Yeah, because I think I'm pretty much just done with this, because I don't think I'll be able to improve on this anymore. At least with how sleepy I am. Actually, let me just check it. Yeah. They're duking it out. They're definitely duking it out. Dwayne, how's it going? Turi Racing, how's it going? Do you think the Porsche? Are you talking about the? If you're talking about the time trial challenge, that's a. If you like your cars to handle really well on high-speed corners, medium high-speed corners, then yeah, use the Porsche 919 hybrid. But if you can control it, I'm sorry, I cannot talk right now. If you can control the understeer and love having a ton of speed, then the Mazda 787B is your car. The reason why I am not using the Mazda 787B is because I just cannot make that car turn. It's really understeer on the medium and high speed corners, so I'm just not using it. The Porsche 919 hybrid, yeah, it has 0 speed, but it has so much downforce, you can just go flying through the turns, and I find it fun, and that's where I gain all my time, so I use this car. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Yeah, actually, I remember Randy. I remember when we had rain races. Counter assist was OP as hell, but I don't think it's as OP anymore. I think it still has some usage, but not as much as before. Take it to the person. That was Bobby Vegas. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Most coffee streams BR. Yeah, that's impressive demo. But anyways, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get some sleep now. I'm probably gonna have to wake up in about 2 hours. So the lap guide challenge, that's not gonna. You know what? I could probably just work on it now, and we'll see what happens. Might as well just pull all nighter. Why not? Screw it. We're doing it live. Anyways, oh gosh, I gotta get off of this seat. Give me a moment. Oh, it actually feels nice. It feels nice to stretch the legs because I've been sitting in this rig for a few hours. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Thanks to Mr. Vegas for these. Oh, that's right. You can see who gives you the super chats if you do a couple things. You know, I don't check it enough because I only have one monitor, so I'm looking at the game. So if I see a super chat, I have to actually look at the chat and not at the screen. Actually, where is it? Where's the thing? This kind of tells you how unfamiliar I am with the thing. Yeah. Yeah, so I can see. Okay, there we go. I can see that was Mugo that gave me the super chat. So thank you to Mugo for the super chat, and thank you to Bobby Vegas for the memberships. Yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'll be getting a really nice sleep right there. Yeah, Hugo, definitely an unlikely tell. But that's all for me. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Thanks for watching me suffer. I'm about to fall. Have a good night, y'all.